1246 East 75th Street, New Testament Memorial Baptist Church. We have a single-story brick structure, commercial building, lot line to lot line. The pastor's office is here, where these leaky glass block windows are going to get replaced with a commercial storefront, 7/8 glass with inert gas. This is going to be his wife's office. What we're going to do is do some tuck pointing around the beam, some of that limestone. We're going to remove all these flag insert hooks because they are not being used. We are going to insert a double door, which will also be steel, and possibly create a space for a bulletin board, and or we would cut out a window, have a TV recessed behind, and then 2 speakers that'd be broadcasting the church's ministry. Possibly, if the church was going to become ADA compliant, we would create a platform coming out onto city property about 3 to 4 feet. The ramp would start approximately here and take the parishioners up. We would want to be deposited on a level flat surface approximately here. There'd be a 42-inch guardrail coming around and down. Let's do the outside first. The church has an old roof that is leaking in many places. We have missing wall caps in the back. We need spot tuck pointing on the front, on the back and west elevations. I have suggested to the pastor that they consider the Adderall roof system, which is the last roof you ever need. It is a replaceable roof system in 15-year cycles. Never have to tear it off. It's a seamless membrane. It also is white, which reflects sunlight, lowering the ambient temperature of the church by 60 degrees in the summer, forcing less energy consumption for cooling. There is a space in the back approximately 16 to 18 feet by the full depth of the property where a dining hall would be created. It would be a frame structure with siding, similar to what the neighbor has here, where they have a brick building in the front and a frame structure in the back. When we're building this, there's no reason that we can't build one story and then build another story for the Sunday school. So there could be a classroom above and there would be a dining hall below. In the event that we didn't do the ramp in the front and we wanted to create some ADA wheelchair access, there would obviously be doors here for secondary egress required by City of Chicago code. This is a public alley. The church bus can pull up and deposit somebody on a wheelchair here, and they can come in through the church through the dining hall and then through the corridor in the back, which will be ADA compliant. This closet by the pastor's office will remain. We have a gas meter here, and it'll stay the same. This is where the double doors will be. And we have a secondary office here, which has been partitioned off by a small demising wall, partition, I should say. We have ceiling heights of 8 feet, and then we have a ceiling height of 11, and then the deck is at about 15 feet, if I'm not mistaken. This would become the pastor's office, wife's office, and the door would remain in the same location. If we didn't do the classroom, this space would be converted for a Sunday school classroom. The pastor's office here, again, acoustical ceiling is a good idea. Unfortunately, this one is old and sagging. These windows will be replaced, and the pastor has to use a heater in the winter, which obviously we don't want that to happen anymore. There is a wish to reorient the current layout, and the pastor would wish for him to be in the middle. The choir can get dropped down and pushed in more of an L-shaped orientation. These two columns are in the way, so we would be creating a new beam system where currently where we have that scripture, or the church contract, I should say, we would create a column, and then we would install a new steel beam here, and then this area here would get bumped out, and we would create a new column here, and then this would be a one completely open space. The ducted heat coming from the back on both sides, we would install a condensing unit on the roof, and we'd be able to have heating and air conditioning come out of those ducts. The two wall units would remain as overflow or emergency cooling. The ceiling system has suffered years of leaks and is in very poor shape. It is a suggestion to replace it with an acoustical ceiling, which is modular and gives us the option of replacing individual roof panels as needed. So repairs such as that could be done in one day by one person with a ladder. Lighting is of a concern. The pastor suggested that all of these chandeliers be removed, and there's a thought about reusing all of the recessed lights, maybe adding a few of them, and then putting in either LED technology or compact fluorescence in the acoustical ceiling. If not, we can use T8 fluorescent technology, but energy consumption is a concern. So we would try to determine whether the cost benefit of using LED technology would be better. There is a request for a baptismal pool, and that would be located here, maybe not as high, a little bit lower. It would be accessed through that back wall, so somebody could prepare by the bathrooms, and then when their time is right, they can come up, and we'll see that in a minute. This hallway here leading to the bathrooms is not ADA compliant. It's only 3'1", so we would actually increase the width and make sure that we don't have any thresholds which would impede wheelchair accessibility. The carpeting on the floor will get replaced, and can't pause, doesn't work. There would be carpet squares that would be installed into heavy traffic areas here, that if they do get stained, they can be replaced. And underneath the pews, we would have regular carpeting. So probably carpeting on whatever new structure we install? Yeah. Okay. Adam, what do you want to tell me? It's fine.
This is Pastor Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
Church is next door, and he has to go. I'm going to introduce you.
I need about 3 or 4 more minutes. Is that fine?
I gotta go. I'm supposed to be at an appointment at 5:30. But
I'll walk him through and give him a basic idea of what we talked about.
okay.
I'm just going to do the bathrooms and the furnace, then I'm done. So I'll just need 2 more minutes.
I got a 5:30. Oh, okay. Wow, this is not the problem.
The door to the baptismal pool would be here, and there would be 1, 2 steps more than likely leading up. This ceiling height is very low, and we'd have to adjust it. The women's bathroom is here, and it is a good size, but not ADA compliant. So we would ensure that these bathrooms do at least get the right space, and if we are building the dining hall, then there won't be any problem at all. The current electrical system has to be completely replaced. Currently, this is the way it looks, which is unsafe, and everything is done in Greenfield, which obviously is not to code. Some of the lights don't work because of the leaks. They have created shorts, and there is no way to get up there to repair it, so they have just been left in a non-working state. The furnace and the hot water heater are old. And will more than likely need to be replaced, updated with something more efficient. This is an 80 plus system and there are no filters. This is the men's bathroom, and we would have to increase the size of this.